Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Hey everybody, this is Rosana Molunio, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. That's how I'm going to start all of my shows. So if you want to fast forward, and you don't want to hear that, that's up to you, okay? Today I want to talk about Wix versus Squarespace. I'm not going to get very detailed because I have not launched my website on Squarespace yet. I am on trial. By the time you get this, the website might be a little bit more progressed than it is right now. I've only got a couple of pages done so far, but from what I understand, it's very clear. Now, I started with Wix first because I looked them up online and I saw, Wix sounds like its interface is easy. I tried to start, and what happened? Couldn't do it. Why? Because I was told that I already had a Wix account over 5 years ago, at least over 5 years ago, because I was giving them my email that they didn't recognize. So it wasn't allowing me to set up an account with them. I called the customer service. I was on the phone. I am not even exaggerating. 2 hours. This guy was really nice. He was talking to other people, IT techs, and I don't know how many IT techs he spoke with. All I know is none of them could get me an account with them because I couldn't remember the email that I had initially when I started with them 5 years ago. Is that not ridiculous? They said it was some kind of a security issue, so I sent them a copy of my DL, which is driver's license for all of you that don't know what that is. I sent them a couple of emails that it could have been, because I couldn't remember emails that I don't have anymore. If I don't have an email anymore, it's for a reason. It's probably because they were spammy. I mean, I thought it was Outlook, because I don't even have emails with Outlook anymore. I don't know. All I know is I couldn't get in an account with them, so I completely dropped them, and that's why Wix lost me as a customer. And then I started looking into Shopify and Squarespace, and I found that Shopify is a little harder to build. You have to know a little bit more about building a website on Shopify than you do on Squarespace. I also looked and researched some reviews, found that though Shopify does have more experience in e-commerce, they've been around longer and they've done more e-commerce. They might have more issues that are specific for your business and easier to deal with. Maybe customer service would know more to help you, but they're also a little bit more pricey. It was like $79 a month, and I thought that was a little bit too high for me just starting out. I want to, start slow. They did have lower plans, but the lower plans in the e-commerce didn't include things that I needed, which were like, I want an email that says rosanna@rosanamod.com, talk to my clients, my customers, and actually have conversations with them whenever they need something, because I'm not only offering items, I'm also offering services. So the first week of trial, I can tell you that their customer service is excellent. I haven't had any issues. It's a 24/7. If you email them anytime, they usually reach back to you pretty quickly. At least with me, I didn't have to wait that long. They also have chat that's available, but the chat is not 24/7. I would prefer the chat because that way, I can look at the website while I'm building it and ask them the questions while I'm doing it and explain to them, and they can explain to me what to press and what not to press or what to do, Another issue, one thing I don't like about them is that they don't have any phone customer service. So you can't call them and talk to them, which I would like to, but I'm okay with that. The prices now are really good. Okay, the plans for Squarespace are 1, 2, 3. There's 4 different plans on Squarespace. There's personal, business, commerce, basic commerce, and advanced commerce. Now, the advanced commerce, which is everything, is only $40 a month, which is compared to, Shopify, $79 is a lot better, right? And that's also, you save money if you pay by the year. If you don't have the money to spend $100 or $200 for the year, You could still do month to month, which is good. Like for me personally, I would rather just try the month to month first to see if I like it. Now, I don't want to commit to a 1-year contract. Maybe something goes wrong or who knows. This is what I got. The most popular plan on here is $18 a month. The lowest is $12. The basic commerce is $26, right? The business, I'm trying to figure out, well, what's the difference between the business at $18 and the basic commerce at $26? I mean, business is commerce, is it not? You would think so, right? Well, here's the difference. The transaction fees, I noticed right away, is 3% at the $18 a month plan, and it's 0% at the $26 a month plan. What are the transaction fees? I'm going to read it to you. Squarespace Commerce does not charge transaction fees on commerce plans. We charge 3% transaction fees on sales in the business plan. You can upgrade to Squarespace Commerce at any time to remove Squarespace transaction fees. Credit card processor fees will still apply on all plans. Right there, just to save the 3%, I would rather do the $26 a month plan. Also, another thing is they have email available, which I want, Rosanna at rosanamod.com. So I would have to go with basic commerce at 26 because they've got the email and they've also got the point of sale. What is the point of sale? Sell in person with the e-commerce app, accept payments through Square, and keep your inventory, customers, and sales analytics in sync. Available for merchants who sell products in the United States. I want that. I want that point of sale. And customer accounts, I don't know if I want customer accounts, but it's also available in the commerce plan. And the customer account or the customer creates an account so that way they can come back and all they have to do is sign in. And then another thing that's important that I like is checkout on your domain. They're going to check out with rosanamod.com. So that's a secure feeling to keep your website feeling safe. On your website, they need to feel that sense of security. In business, there is no such thing as too much advertising. That is absolutely true. I've got 8 pages in my website. So what I did was I put the About Me page on the home page. The reason I did that is because my face is on there and it says, welcome, my name is Rosanna Maluño, blah, 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 a little bit about myself, yada, yada. It's very, very short, very succinct. I did that because I know that psychologically people would rather look at a human face than a product. People are going to be more inclined to look into the site that has your face on it, regardless what your face looks like. It's human. They feel that it's more trusting. Keep that in mind. And then I click on jewelry, and in jewelry I have 2 separate categories underneath jewelry, and one of them is handmade and the other one is vintage. Click on handmade, you have all of the handmade jewelries all together. Then if you click on, let's see, vintage, for example, it's going to be all the vintage mixed together, like earrings, bracelets, necklaces, all together. Now, I'm not sure, this is where I'm stuck right now. I'm not sure if after I click that, how I'm supposed to put another category under that and add earrings and separate it from ears, because the terminology that they use here is a little confusing. Like on the left pane in Squarespace, you'll see pages, design, commerce, marketing, scheduling, analytics, profiles, settings, and help. Okay. When you click on pages, you've got your main navigation and then you've got your home, jewelry, blah, blah, blah. Here's where I got confused, where I'm getting confused. The pages have a little cart, a shopping cart next to them. So my jewelry right now underneath the home, see, home has a picture of a page, an actual page. And underneath it, jewelry, artworks, what to wear, home deco, holidays and services, all that stuff, which are on the header of my website, all those have a little cart next to them because those are stores. Now, my head doesn't work like a lot of other people's heads. When I see the word store, I think brick and mortar, I think that's my whole website. I don't think that a store is a page, because in my head, a page is a page. So why is there a cart next to the word jewelry? Shouldn't that be a page? It's a page. This is where I get confused, and this is what I'm talking to the customer service people about. I've already explained to them, listen, you're going to have to baby me. Just walk me through it step by step, because I have to do a real-time tutorial, or I work on my own and I rack my brain, but I'm really stubborn when it comes to asking for help. I like challenging myself and I like doing it myself because I know I'm very capable of doing it. But right now I'm on a time crunch, so I have to reach out for help, and I've asked them, and they suggested maybe the chat is easier because that way they can work with you while you're looking at your website, and then maybe that'll save some time instead of sending out an email and waiting for them to get back with me, which is really fast, but it's still wasting time, right? So that's my suggestion to you if you're already on Squarespace. Just know that you're not the only one that's confused. If you are confused, it's normal. There is a learning curve here for somebody who's not used to building websites. The only thing I can say, I'm very proud of myself that I've actually put together how much that I already did is actually pretty good. Been able to put together fonts, and a little tip for you guys who are building websites, try to keep it to 2 or 3 at the most on your fonts. Have one big font with your company name, and then everything else should be the same. Always try to keep it to a minimal. And the colors you shouldn't have more than 3 colors on your website. Right now, my colors are all background black because it just makes the jewelry stand out. All of my jewelry that I make are very colorful. So I keep it all black background. You could do white. That's good too. The red letters for my name. And then I've got like a light purple, kind of lavenderish color, but all these 3 colors go with my business cards and they go with my logo. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I want everything to kind of be cohesive. My gift boxes are all red. It's all going to tie in together. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to be working on this week and hopefully finish. And next time you hear me, I'll have a complete website. Keep looking for rosanamod.com. Until then, if you have any questions, let me know. You know where to reach me. I can be found on Rosanamod shop on Facebook. You can message me there, and I can also be reached on Instagram. Most of you like my bloopers. There's a couple of people that didn't like them too much, but for the most part, most of you like them. So I'm just going to keep them in, but I won't put too many, maybe 1 or 2 at most. Okay. Until then, talk to you soon, and ciao. When you have the thingamajig that you have to, what do you call that? What's a category? Well, the category is supposed to be the topic, or the topic is supposed to be a subject. And that's like a subcategory. The category is a subcategory that goes, the page? No, the store. The store is the page that